Captain, before we step onto this beauty and skill island, tell me, what does art make you feel when it means creative works, a learned skill or craft, and a special style or method of doing something well? Meaning 1. Creative works like painting, music, film, or sculpture, used for things people make to express beauty, feelings, or ideas. Example: Vela paused to admire the art displayed in the Lighthouse Gallery. Common use: modern art, art gallery, art exhibition. Art exhibition, meaning 2. A skill or craft learned through practice, the art of doing something. Used to describe a practiced ability, not only creativity. Example: Vela mastered the art of tying knots in rough wind. Common use: the art of negotiation, the art of cooking, martial arts. Art of knots, meaning 3. A special method or style of doing something well, often refined and strategic. Used when success depends on technique, timing, or finesse. Example: For Vela, docking smoothly was an art, not just a routine. Common use: the art of timing, art of leadership, art of persuasion. Art of docking. Art can be creative expression, a learned craft, or a refined way of doing something. If you see the art of, it usually means skill or technique. Keep your hands skilled and your eyes open, Captain. Carry art for creative beauty, for practiced craft, and for the refined methods that make hard tasks look effortless as we sail to the next island. Captain, before we step onto this focus and notice island, tell me, what does attention make you feel when it means focusing your mind, special care or consideration, and the notice or interest people give you? Meaning 1. Focus, careful concentration. Used when you direct your mind towards something. Example: Vela paid close attention to the changing wave patterns. Common use: pay attention, give attention to, attention span. Attention waves. Meaning 2. Care or special treatment given to someone or something. Used when something needs handling, care or concern. Example: The engine needed immediate attention after the rough crossing. Common use: needs attention, medical attention, urgent attention. Attention required. Meaning 3. Notice or interest from others, public focus. Used when people watch you, talk about you, or are interested in you. Example: The rescue story drew attention from every dock in the region. Common use: attract attention, get attention, media attention. Attention, big news. Attention can be internal, focus, practical, care, or social, notice. Verbs like pay, need, and attract often signal which meaning is active. Keep your mind steady and your signals sharp, Captain. Carry attention for focus that reads the sea. for care that fixes what matters, and for the notice that gathers when a story spreads as we sail to the next island. Captain, before we step onto this value and thank island, tell me, what does appreciate make you feel when it means feeling grateful, recognizing the value of something, and increasing in value over time? Meaning 1. To be grateful, to thank someone for something. Used when you want to express thanks politely and warmly. Example: I really appreciate your help with the sale, Captain. Common use: appreciate it, appreciate your help, appreciate your time. Appreciate your help. Meaning 2. To recognize the value or importance of something. Used when you understand why something matters or why it's good. Example: Vela learned to appreciate quiet mornings before a long crossing. Common use: appreciate the difference, appreciate the beauty, appreciate the importance. Appreciate the moment. Meaning 3. To increase in value. Money, property, objects. Used when something becomes worth more over time. Example: the harbour land will appreciate once the new route opens. Common use: appreciate in value, appreciate over time, value appreciates. Appreciate in value. Appreciate can be emotional, thanks, mental, recognize value, or financial, increase in value. The object after it, help, beauty, property, usually shows which meaning you want. Let value guide your voice, Captain. Carry appreciate for grateful thanks, for noticing what matters, and for value that grows with time as we sail to the next island. Captain, before we step onto this once-a-year island, tell me, what does annual make you feel when it means happening every year, covering a whole year as a total amount, and a yearly publication or event with the same name? Meaning 1. Happening once every year, yearly. Used for events or actions that repeat each year. Example: Vela prepared for the annual safety drill at the harbour. Common use: annual meeting, annual festival, annual checkup. Annual drill. Meaning 2. Measured for a whole year, total for 1 year. Used for totals like pay, cost, income, or reports covering 12 months. Example: the captain reviewed the annual fuel costs before choosing the route plan. Common use: annual salary, annual budget, annual report. Annual total. Meaning 3. A yearly publication or recurring event named an annual. Used for a yearbook-style book or a special yearly edition, and sometimes for a recurring yearly event title. Example: Vela kept the harbour annual on the shelf to remember past voyages. Common use: school annual, annual edition, annual publication. Annual edition. Annual is an adjective most of the time. Annual meeting, annual budget. In some contexts, an annual can be a noun, meaning a yearly publication. Keep your calendar steady, Captain. Carry annual for yearly routines, for 12-month totals, and for the special once-a-year editions that capture the voyage as we sail to the next island. Captain, before we step onto this in the middle island, tell me, what does amid make you feel when it means in the middle of something, surrounded by a situation or noise, and happening while something else is going on? Meaning 1. In the middle of, among. Used when something is located within a group or space. Example: Vela found the compass amid scattered charts on the table. Common use: amid the crowd, amid the trees, amid the papers. Amid the maps. Meaning 2. Surrounded by a situation, activity, or noise. Used when events or emotions are all around you. Example: amid the shouting on the dock, Vela stayed calm and gave clear signals. Common use: amid chaos, amid confusion, amid protests. Amid the chaos. Meaning 3. During, at the same time as something else is happening. Used in formal writing to show two events happening together. Example: Vela revised the plan amid rising winds and darker skies. Common use: amid rising costs, amid growing concerns, amid negotiations. Amid rising winds. Amid is slightly formal and often appears in news or reports. It means in the middle of or during, usually with a busy or changing situation. Hold steady in the middle, Captain. Carry amid for being among things, for staying centered in surrounding noise, and for actions that happen while conditions shift as we sail to the next island.